Hey, how's it going, guys? It is Fox98 here. Welcome back to a brand new video for you guys. Today here on the channel, we are here for another round of Subscriber Championship. Last episode, as I titled, was a complete waste of time, but we're still carrying on. We're still moving forwards. On your screens right now, here is the race result from the Belgian Grand Prix, because I quit. I didn't really show anything, so there's your race results on your screen so you can see where everybody finished. And then here is the Drivers' Championship and the Constructors' Championship now that we move on to the next round here at the Italian Grand Prix. So this basically keeps you back up to speed because, like I said, I was kind of in a very stupid mood last week. I was a bit just meffed. But we move, and we're carrying on then with the Italian Grand Prix, and we're going straight into the race, actually, because for this race, I've decided to do a reverse championship grid order to mix it up a little bit. So we're currently third in the championship, so we'll be starting third from last. However, Mr. Justice Lime, aka Ewan, because he pile drive me into the first corner at the Belgian Grand Prix, is starting last. So here we are then, starting from 12th place on the grid. So we can do either the soft or the mediums. We've got everyone on the grid has got free choice of tyres. You can pick whatever tyre choice that you want, and basically just go with it. So I've decided to do what I like to do just because it's fun, and I just want to mix things up and not be boring. I'm going for the medium compound tyres first, and then I'll pick for softs. So that is kind of the plan. So here we go then, we're on the grid now to start the Italian Grand Prix. I'm expecting carnage because obviously going into the first corner, it is going to be a little bit spicy as we wait for the final person to ready up. And here we go then, we're on the grid now. We have got 4 and 5 red lights ready for the Italian Grand Prix, and it is lights out and away we go then. So it is the Alfa Romeo on pole position who gets a very nice start. For us though, it's going to be a little bit of a dicey start. That's a little bit aggressive there on the right hand side then as we make our way up towards the first corner. You can see there's a few of us taking it nice and gingerly into the first corner because we don't want to crash, and that's the most important thing. As one of the runners there unfortunately seems to be ghosting a little bit, and ghosting so much that they literally just went through the fence there. As we're now trying to onboard here with ourselves now, still in P12 here. We've got Robin on our outside, we've got Callisto on the inside, and then there's a little bit of a domino effect. The safety car comes out, and unfortunately for us, we are in a position where we, well, pretty much were last time, where we have no front wing there as we go through the Curva Grande. We were just going through, and yeah, 3 wide through there. It's just so hard to consistently keep up the speed, so we ended up crashing, unfortunately, there. But we're coming into the pits now for a brand new set of tyres. But this is where, unfortunately, things have now gone sideways, because everyone on the grid now is pitting for the medium compound tyres, and they can go to the end of the race now. They don't need to stop again, which sucks for me, because I am now on the soft compound tyres. So I'm in a bit of a predicament now, whereby pretty much ever since I've been doing this medium strategy fun-tage thingy, whatever you want to call it, I've been in this situation whereby it's just not worked, because I've just realised that the grid around me likes to bring out safety cars for their own purposes. So now I'm in a position, the softs could get to the end, but it would mean that I'd have severe tyre deg compared to the rest of the field. So lap 3 of this Grand Prix, the safety car is coming in. You'll also notice, actually, I didn't actually put it in the highlights, which is a bit silly of me, but I've actually, on the next lap then, I went back into the pits and went onto the medium compound tyres. So now I'm matching what everyone else is doing. And as you can see, we've got green flag racing once again, but what I've crucially done this time is I've just let the field go through. I'm not going to get close to them on the safety car restart. I'm going to let them scrap it out into these first few corners and then try and pick up the scraps as we go through the middle sector. That's the plan, the aim, and we'll see if it works out. Myself and Zombie pretty much trying to do the exact same thing here, but yeah, unfortunately, it does mean as well for the race then we won't be able to capitalise on soft tyres, which sucks, but at least we're on the same compound now as everybody else. We can try and get back racing and try and get a little bit more action here in this Grand Prix as we go through the end of the first lap. Yellow flag now through the second chicane, and I don't think, who's had a spin there? It's Ewan, unfortunately, that's had a little bit of a spin there. He is in a Ferrari, which makes absolute sense as we now go through the first of the Lesmos for pretty much the first time, actually, in this Grand Prix. We've got a Haas in the gravel. He's made contact with the Alfa Romeo there. The Red Bull now dominates it. Oh, this is not... I want to do like a commentary where it's like over dramatic and be like, oh, there's a Red Bull, it's got in the crap, but there's just nothing over dramatic about just domino effects and crashes and oh, Jesus Christ. At least I wasn't involved in it for a change. The safety car has come out yet again, which means that we are still yet to complete a lap of this Italian Grand Prix without, well, the safety car. And here's where now we have a decision to make. Do we, A, what we do now is, do we pit, go on to softs and go to the end? or do we stay out on the medium tyres? And I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to stay out on the medium compound tyres and go straight to the end with them. It's a bold call, but we're going to try it anyway. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Hindsight's a wonderful thing. So the safety car's coming in now once again, maintaining our gap between myself and the rest of the field now as we get back racing once again. Unfortunately, have to lift off the throttle ever so slightly, and we can go back racing once again. And for some reason, we now have an illegal overtake here. I'm trying to move out of the Tong's trying to get past me. Sam now has got illegal overtakes on cars as well. And as we go through in towards the first corner now, Robin on our outside. Unfortunately, on the soft tyres, there's nothing I can do about him. He goes through, and we get a 5-second time penalty for ignoring yellow flags. But I don't understand what that's all about. I mean, I got an illegal overtake on one of the Alfa Romeos, I think it was. As Sam now here is trying to come under the inside of us through the Curva Grande. He's actually got a fantastic run through here. And I'm actually going to let him through, I think. Yeah, I do. He just had a better run down the inside. So I could try and get him into the Lesmos. But as far as I'm aware, I think Sam had an illegal overtake on Constant Soda, who's in the Williams, and was running in AI mode. I had an illegal overtake on an Alfa Romeo, I think. I backed off to let the Alfa Romeo through it, and the Alfa Romeo just decided to go to the back of the grid. So I don't even know. It's one of those stupid safety car restarts. It is what it is. I mean, all the time penalties for the safety cars, I just got rid of them because they're boring. So everyone that got time penalties in this race for having issues under the safety car, I just got rid of them all. So we're pretty much back at square one, really. We're on board now with ourselves, though. For the first time, though, we're actually going to be able to complete a lap of the Italian Grand Prix. It's only taken 7 laps to do it, but we are going to get there. But unfortunately for us, all that safety car problems by having to back off, slow down, illegal overtakes, and then Sam having to try and let people through. It's let the soft tyre runners of Tong and Robin get through, as we now go into Super Mario Kart modes here. Absolutely breeze it past Sam. Now we've got Callisto on our outside here, but we're going to go to the inside now and make the move here on Callisto as we go down the inside now, braking nice and late. He's going to give us a little bit of space here, which is nice. I mean, Callisto does tend to give you a lot of space. A little bit of lag, though, coming off of Callisto there, and we are through now up into 4th place. Sam, I think, is actually going to follow me through. I think he took a switchback line, actually, on Callisto there, and unfortunately for Callisto, he's going to drop down the order, but I think Sam actually might not be able to get this move done in towards here, so I'm actually going to brake a little bit early, set myself up, and then I can breeze off on the exit of the chicane there, which we do. Lap 10 of the Grand Prix now, and it was a bit quiet, actually, in this Grand Prix. I didn't have the pace to keep up with the top 3. I mean, they were on soft tyres, which evidently, as you can see with Wingman right behind me on soft tyres, it was quite clear that boxing for the softs under the second safety car was the right strategy. But you live and you learn. I decided to take a chance and stay out on the mediums. It's not worked for us, and as you can see now, we are under pressure from Wingman here on this back straight. He managed to overtake Zombie. He managed to overtake Sam. Now he's coming onto the back of us here, unfortunately, with the DRS and slipstream and the soft compound tyres. It's not really going to be worth our chance to fight, but as we go in towards the first chicane, I decided, for the content purposes, for the people, I'm just going to fight this one, because I ain't going to catch the top 3, so I might as well try and solidify a P4. So we defend there against Wingman as we now go through the Curva Grande and trying to defend against him, see if he gets another run, but he doesn't actually get one on that occasion there. So a lovely bit of defensive move there from ourselves as we press onwards now to lap 11 here as we go through the Ascari chicane. I got that horribly wrong, broke way too late. And then got the steering all wrong as well. So now, as you can see here, on the run down towards the Parabolica, Wingman is in a very good position here to try and go for it down the inside. If he wants to, that hits. He doesn't have to. He can be a little bit cautious here, but as we go through the Parabolica, we are through, and Wingman doesn't get the move done. Unfortunately, I think he might have gone to the inside a little bit, or maybe just messed his braking point up, but we're definitely doing a better job as well at saving our ERS. So as you can see on this straight, I'm just going to drain the battery, and I've decided, like I said, I'm just going to go all out and try and defend this position, because the worst thing that's going to happen is that Wingman is going to run out of tyres trying to chase me down, whereas my mediums have got a better tyre life within them. So that's something that we can use to our advantage now as we go through onto lap 12 of the Grand Prix, setting a personal best first sector. Wingman still half a second back, though, on this stage as we get a nice run through the second Lesmo, and just pretty much just trying to measure where Wingman is and what he's doing. You can see up ahead, though, we are closing the gap to Tong, actually. He's down to 2.4 seconds now. I think Tong at this stage, I was in the party with him, actually. I think he was struggling with tyre temperatures. They were definitely overheating for him, which wasn't the best of shouts. Now as we go onto the back straight, you can see here, we've got a fabulous run through Ascari compared to Wingman. This should set us up now quite nicely, but he is using, you can see there, how he's gaining on us, not only from the slipstream, maybe using a little bit of ERS to just try and get close to the DRS zone, but then if he's going to use that, then I'll just use use all of my ERS on the exit, and you can just see how he blasts away. Gap's now over nearly 6/10 of a second, and as you can see, now the gap starts to reel back. But the problem is, as we go on to the last lap of the Grand Prix, if you're going to use ERS to close to get to DRS, I'm just going to use ERS to blast away. So then, you know, at that point, you can see there, the gap was 6/10, dropped to 3.5 So really, you want to be about half a second to 4/10 back behind your rival and have some battery left to deploy. Otherwise, the guy in front is going to stay in front of you. And you can see here on the last lap now, we're just doing everything we can. Pretty much, this defensive driving was more or less just a strategy of, what's the word I'm trying to look for? It's strategy of management, this battle between myself and Wingman. Wingman had one great opportunity when I was actually literally going to let him take the position, but I was like, do you know what? Nah, stop that. I'm going to fight this one as we go very wide on the exit of the Les Momen, nearly putting it in the wall. But yeah, this final bit of the race was more or less about when is Wingman using his ERS. I was pretty much just theorizing. Where are you getting close to me? Where are you not getting close to me? Where am I gaining time? Where am I faster than Wingman? And making sure, crucially, that I'm faster than Wingman in the sections that count. And that is, well, these final few corners. And as you can see, though, onto the last lap of the Grand Prix, Robin, who did start last, in fairness, despite the reverse championship grid order, still wins the Italian Grand Prix. Hayden is going to cross the line and finish in second place. Tong is going to cross and finish in third place. We're going to finish in P4, though, after starting in P12. You know what? It's not a bad race. At least I actually managed to make it through one corner and actually got to participate and, you know, have some racing. That's kind of what I really care about more than anything there, which is awesome for us. And we do end off in P4 there, which is great. And as you can see, Robin gets driver of the day, which is, I mean, fair enough. So yeah, that is what it is. There we go. That is the Italian Grand Prix. So overall, it wasn't really a super like intense slipstream battle that I was expecting. Unfortunately, the two safety cars really put pay to that. Overall, hindsight was a wonderful thing, and when that second safety car came out, we should definitely have pitted for the soft compound tyres. I feel like my tyre management compared to a lot of these drivers is probably slightly better. I'd say personally, maybe I'm wrong. So maybe I should have just gone ahead and pitted for the. I should have gone for the softs, been a bit more aggressive, got past those medium tire runners, and maybe I could have competed then with the top three. But it is what it is. We still get P4, and that's cool with me. So here's the race results then. All of these time penalties, pretty much all of them got removed by like 1 or 2. So pretty much, in fact, the standings stay as they are. So look at the top 10 as it is. The top 10's like that because all of the time penalties, there was just so many safety car this, safety car that. I was like, you know what, sod it. Every penalty under the safety car is get removed. Anything else that you got, you have to send me a clip. But let's go to the championships now and round off the video. So here is the championship standings then. So Robin maintains the lead at the top of the championship with 3 rounds to go. He's got a 34-point lead. I think it's quite clear that Robin's going to win sub-champ. It's clear that he's the outright fastest driver on this grid. Does a lot of racing. So what do you expect? The more races you do, the faster you'll be. Hayden is second in the championship on 102 points. We are third in the championship. So we did drop to third in the last race at Belgium because we didn't score because I just left. We're third in the championship on 90 points. Now, Callisto is on 76 points. Crucially, Callisto closed right up to me in the last round. But fortunately for us, I think Callisto was 4 points back, and we've extended that now to 14 points. So crucial in my fight with Callisto, me and him going very close to each other in there. Hazard, unfortunately, wasn't able to participate, my teammate, due to Discord not notifying him of me telling everyone that we were starting the race at 5 PM UK time at the time we were doing it. Wingman is 6th in the championship, ahead of Sam then in P7 on 52 points. Azzy also missed the race because of toilet duties, so rest in peace your bowels. Zombie is P9 with the Red Bull, 24 points. Lion is 10th. Tong then moves right up to 11th in the championship, picking up his first podium of the season. He did initially drive for Alfa Romeo, then decided that he didn't want to be in sub-champ anymore, and then decided, actually, I'm going to do some more races again. So nice and topsy-turvy there, but he's still in the McLaren now, actually. Bacon Boys is 12th in the championship, ahead of Soda, Wavy Knife, Just a Slime, Big Dart, Blue Ranger, Madman, Wizards, and CRA Lauda. Although I don't think CRA Lauda has actually ever been in a sub-champ race. If you guys as well actually have actually got this far and you are interested in still racing in the final 3 races of sub-champ, let me know in the comment section down below. Join the Discord because I'm pretty sure there's at least 3 seats that I could probably give away because people have just not raced in them. So let me know if you're interested, and we will get you in. Constructors Championship race, AlphaTauri lead the way after great results in the past 2 races in Belgium and Italy, with Racing Point Us not getting good results in the last 2. Mercedes are on 102 points ahead of Ferrari on 80, with Alfa Romeo on 60, McLaren are on 50, Renault are on 24, Red Bull should not be on 29, considering Zombies on 24, so I've made a mistake and that'll get adjusted for the next round, so don't panic. Haas are on 13 points, and then Williams are on 7. But that is it, guys, for Subscriber Championship here, the Italian Grand Prix. Next time is going to be the Singapore Grand Prix. Whether I'll actually be able to do well there, I don't know. It is my favourite track to drive on the game, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm always quick. But for now, guys, I'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed. Take care, all. Peace.